as professionals can give them just about balancing life, school, and everything else, because that's been one of the main topics of a lot of our young people. Is just it's a lot going on, and then do you guys face anything, you know, and your professional life, and how you're able to balance that? Anybody, just anything you can share to kind of help them with that?
I'll jump in. You guys can build off of it, but first off, congratulations on all the accomplishments that you guys had. It's incredible to see such a promising group of 12th graders. I kind of reflect back on when I was in 12th grade, you guys put me to shame. So it's exciting, but in terms of balance, the one thing I'd probably say is just there's a lot ahead of you. There's a lot of things that you're probably wrestling with in terms of decisions that you have to make, but just stay present. I think we talked about this last night at dinner. For me, that's the thing I always have to remind myself is to stay present in the moment, enjoy the things that are tough right now, because things will get tougher in the future. They might get easier, but just stay in the moment and stay locked in. So that's the piece that I would probably offer as advice in terms of how you navigate these next couple of months and years.
Anybody else? Anybody got anything?
I'll tell you, I think that's going to be something that won't just be with you through high school, college. It's going to be the rest of your life. So you'll kind of be looking at balance. One tip I'll give you is continue to think about how you will show up in tough times with resilience and grit, because those times are going to come, right? You're going to have the happy times, you hit the highs, but the question is how you respond when you hit the lows. And I think that'll be the part that'll be able to separate you from a lot of others. And I tell people sometimes like 5% of life can be what happens to you. The other 95% is how you choose to be able to respond to it, right? And if you want to let that mess with the next couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, or if you want to bounce it back and be like, hey, that wasn't a no, not never, that was just a no, not now, right? So what am I doing so that way I'm prepared, so next time I go after whatever I wanted to do, it's not a no and I can help change an answer to a yes. So that's the way that I would approach that show.
Nice. Right. I got a question before we take them over there. Anybody? Not good?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What has been y'all's biggest takeaway in your positions now towards your future? How's it impacted you?
Good question. For me, I'm in community now, but before this role I did Enterprise Community 15 years before that, I was always working in a bunch of Target stores, and I had oversaw a lot of stores. But a big part of being able to be good, I think, in any job is being able to slow down and listen. My mom always said, that's why the good Lord bless you with 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? So you listen twice as much as you talk. And when you slow down and you listen, you find out the real ways that you can help, whether that's helping your business, whether that's helping your team, whether that's helping the people in which you're trying to serve. If you just go in and you think you know it all already, then it's gonna probably set you back and not allow you to be as successful as you can be. So I think continuing to be an open book and a sponge to learn, no matter how junior or senior you are and whatever you're going through, I think that continues to allow you to evolve and grow the right way. Really good question.
Yeah, and that's it. I just switched careers. I went from finance and I came over to the CR team a year ago, and I'm in my 40s, right? And so, and I've learned I don't really want to go back. I like what I'm doing now, and it's never too late to continue following your path and to make it right, because you're probably worried, what am I going to major in? What am I going to do? But that doesn't mean because you major in that when you're 18 that you have to do that when you're 50, right? You can always change and evolve, and so don't put so much pressure on yourself to have to decide right now, right? You can do what you're interested in now, and that might change and evolve, and there's a lot of opportunity out there to go after and change over time.
Nice.
Listen to Chad talk. I'm sorry, y'all. I got one more thing for you. You just touched my spirit, and so it came to me. But there was a lady who used to work with us who's now the CEO at Essence. Her name is Caroline, and she has a quote that she shares that says, "Who you are is non-negotiable, and if you can't be who you are, where you are, change where you are, and not who you are." And I think just as much as you go and you look at colleges and you look at jobs, don't look at just changing or moving your values to go to them. You should be interviewing them as well to make sure that that aligns, so that way you can show up as your authentic self and you can be able to come and add value and not just try to change who you are to be able to fit in. And I think that's important, because what allows me to feel successful is I'm able to be myself with this group. I'm able to come and talk from a different perspective and a different point of view, and it's welcomed and it's valued. So I think it's important that you all think about that when you think about the settings in which you plan to want to be a part of and be in, because that's something else that helps me feel even more successful than what money can ever make me feel. It's feeling valued and welcome. So, sorry, but I had to go.
No, that's good. We needed that. Yeah, we needed that.